Tonight on Si's Eyes on the Skies.
We saw plenty of clouds out there again today, but we did see some breaks in the sunshine, but we've got a bright forecast coming up. Stay tuned.
Plus, Andy is in the studio for your national forecast. All that and more as this Tuesday, February 23rd edition of Si's Eyes on the Sky starts right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. This is Si's Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television program brings you the weather from around the country to the heart of Iowa. The ISU Meteorology Department team of forecasters keep you ahead of the storm. From Iowa's most trusted weather team, this is Si's Eyes on the Skies.
And welcome back to Si's Eyes on the Skies. I'm joined now by Jaret Lansford. And Jaret, it's looking like a very nice weekend in store for us.
Excellent weekend. We were a little bit cool today, but we're going to be consistently rising in the temperatures as we move forward through the weekend. Right now we're sitting below freezing across the entire state except for Council Bluffs at 34, but we see plenty of 30s. We even have 29 right now in Mason City. And for the highs, we did reach into the upper 30s across the southeastern portions of the state, but it was around freezing in Ames and Mason City. We'll be seeing much better tomorrow. More sunshine and look 46 for 4 p.m. looking excellent for our Friday.
Thank you, Jaret. We'll hear from him a little later on in the show. But now for tonight's weather news. A tornado outbreak stretched into the second full day of destruction and tragedy yesterday as the storm system shifted into the mid-Atlantic and northeast, killing 4 more people in Virginia. The storm system spanned hundreds of miles and more than a dozen states since the first tornado was spawned early Tuesday morning in Texas. Since then, hundreds of residences have been demolished and towns in several regions are faced with an extensive cleanup from these damaging storms. As of this morning, survey teams from the National Weather Service have confirmed 26 tornadoes in this outbreak, and crews will likely confirm more on Thursday. So far, 7 people have been confirmed dead, as well as 1 more from a falling tree. It was an unusual severe weather outbreak for February for a region that doesn't usually experience tornadoes of that caliber. Category 5 Tropical Cyclone Winston made landfall Saturday, hitting the island of Fiji in the southeast Pacific. The intense storm resulted in at least 42 deaths. Along with down power lines and trees, roofs were severely damaged, and in some cases entire houses were blown to pieces. Prime Minister Bainimarama has pledged to reach everyone affected by the storm and deliver, but said it will likely take time to reach the most remote areas. The country has called for a month-long state of emergency while citizens recover from the immense damage left by the massive storm. And now for tonight's weather story. On this day in 1912, heavy snow fell across southern and eastern Iowa from February 25th through the 26th. The snow was heaviest in far southwestern Iowa, where more than 20 inches fell in Fremont and Page counties, with most of this coming in less than 12 hours. The 24 inches received in Northborough overnight tied the highest 24-hour snowfall total in Iowa history. Many locations in about the southern third of Iowa and along the eastern fringe of the state near the Mississippi River reported that this storm produced the deepest snowfall and worst drifting in several decades. Now we turn to Andy Mabis. Andy, is there any more severe weather expected across the country?
Well, everything's cooled off a little bit. As you can see, we got this cool air moving back in, so it still feels like February for the central and eastern part of the country. But for now, we should be in the clear for a little while.
Welcome back. Now we're joined by Andy with a look at what's happening around the nation. Andy.
Well, we're going to start up here in the northeast portion of the United States. We're going to take a look at all the areas that actually even did see a few tornadoes and storms, but it's cooled off quite a bit. We got 31 here in Pittsburgh. Syracuse is 29. It's still raining up there. I'll show you the maps later, but it's a little bit warmer by the coast. It's actually kind of crazy how all the air is wrapping up around this storm. It's so powerful. So now we're going to take a look. We're going to go to the southeast. It's a good bit warmer, but still, Little Rock's 47 right now. It's pretty cold for them still. The Southerners aren't quite used to that. 60 in New Orleans. It's even pretty cool down in Florida, but they'll still always be nice and warm compared to everywhere else. So we're going to keep going here to the southwest. In the west, it's a good bit warmer. We got some heat building up in the desert. It's starting to warm up. It's with the heat and the sun lasting longer through the day, so it's nice and warm. It's got 70s in Southern California, although it does cool off a bit over towards more of the central portion. And take a look at the northwest. It's still about the same, pretty much what you expect this time of the year. The mid-50s or upper 50s, low 60s. It's pretty nice compared to everywhere else that's got the nice push of cold air. It's where we go here, back in the central. 30 Minneapolis, 28 Pierre. It's a little bit. It's not too bad. Better than we had a couple weeks ago. But the cool air is still. It's still here to stay. It's still February. So these were our highs today. Chicago got up to 37. Got the good bit of 30s here in the middle of the country. Dallas got to only 59. That's pretty cool for Texas this time of the year. Phoenix 84. It's about as warm as we got, other than a few areas in the desert. But other than that, you can see the rest of the cool air. 59 degrees in New York, 70 in Miami. So I'm going to take a look at the clouds and radar. So not a whole lot to look at the west. It's pretty clear. But what we can check out is the storm system that's moving off back up into Canada and off into the sea eventually. But that's what brought us all the severe weather the past couple days. And as you can see, a good bit of snow to a good bit of the middle of the country and a bit of the northeast too. We're going to zoom in a bit more now. I can't stand on this side, so we can still see it swirling away, but it's moving pretty rapidly off into the northeast. But other than that, it's on its way out. It's on its way out with a bang. Take a look at our future cast here. Not a whole lot happening in the west. We can see that this system does move off. Other than that, it's going to be pretty calm, really. We got this system here out. It's going to move in a little bit and trickle into Seattle, but other than that, as part of the rest of the country, it's going to be pretty clear. So basically that big storm kind of wiped out, took all the energy of the atmosphere. Everything's pretty stable and pretty calm. This little blip will work its way across the mountains and into the central of the country eventually later next week. Highs tomorrow, we're warming up a bit. As I said, you can see the cool air moving off to the northeast. It's going to be a bit warmer. Phoenix is going to still be our warmest place, 86. But what we do know is definitely the central of the country. It's a lot warmer. Chicago will still be a little cooler at 52, but 62 in St. Louis compared to, I believe it was 47 in Arkansas yesterday to right now. So it's going to be a good bit warmer tomorrow. Our special city of the week, Honolulu, Hawaii. And boy, I don't really have much to say about the awesome temperature. I mean, 80 and sunny. It's late February, folks. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we're all waiting and hoping for that will come, but still a few months away. But hey, if you want to enjoy some nice sunny days with a couple little rumbles of thunder here and there, go to Hawaii. I might.
Thank you, Andy. Now let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. Remember, if you text in to win the right answer, you will be entered to win a $25 gas card. So here's that question. Who invented the mercury thermometer? Was it A, William Lord Kelvin, B, Anders Celsius, C, Daniel Fahrenheit, or D, Michael Faraday? We'll have that answer for you coming up in just a little bit. We'll send it over to Jaret. Jaret, you said there was pretty nice weather coming. What can we expect?
We can expect some really nice weather, especially once we reach Saturday, but we're looking at some great conditions tomorrow. I'll tell you more about that after the break. Welcome back. We saw some peaks of sunshine today, and it's going to be right around all day tomorrow. And through the weekend, we've got a wonderful weekend coming up. A little preview of spring coming up, and it's going to stick around until we get early in the week next week. Right now, we're sitting just below freezing in Ames, 30 degrees, cloudy conditions, and dew point at 21, so it's pretty dry right now. The highs today were in the low to mid 30s across the state, 35 in Waterloo, 33 in Mason City, 35 in Sioux City. But we've got some winds going across the state from northwest direction, bringing in some even colder feeling for us right now. It's really feeling a little cold. We've got cloud cover across the state that's going to prevent us from really dropping off too much, though. So we're not in store for too bad of a night, and that means we'll recover pretty nicely tomorrow. Here's a look at the futurecast. We've got clear skies across the area through most of the overnight. We've got clouds as well, and those will start to push away from the area, especially in the afternoon. We've got sunny skies for the afternoon, and it'll stay clear through our Friday night. We've got a few flood warnings out across some different areas of the state, so it's a really good thing that we're dry as well. Won't be putting any more stress on the rivers and streams. We're looking at temperatures dropping to around 26 in Fort Dodge, 23 in Mississippi, 25 in Davenport, 26 in Ottumwa. So it'll be pretty cool, but not too bad. We'll recover nicely for our Friday. 44 in Fort Dodge, a little cooler in the east, 40 in Davenport, 41 in Waterloo. But look, 50 degrees in Council Bluffs and Des Moines, and that's just a taste of what we got coming up. Tonight, 26, it'll be a little windy out of the northwest, not too bad, and partly cloudy. And we'll see mostly sunshine for our Friday. Great day in store, and with a little sneak peek of spring. But look what we've got in store for our Saturday and Sunday. 60 degrees on Saturday, 53 on Sunday, and still in the 50s on Monday. We've got a chance of some rain on Tuesday, though. That'll bring us back to some wet weather.
Thank you, Jaret. Let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. And don't forget, if you text in us the right answer, you can be entered to win a $25 gift card for the gas station of your choosing. So again, here's that trivia question. Who invented that mercury thermometer? Was it A, William Lord Kelvin, B, Anders Celsius, C, Daniel Fahrenheit, or was it D, Michael Faraday?
Well, I forgot to text in, so I'm just not going to answer.
Yeah, you're missing out on a good deal. But okay, let's see. A, B, and C all have last names of popular methods of measuring temperature. D, I don't know about. So,
Yeah, D,
what do you
that's
think?
I believe that's was electricity and magnetism. So it's not. I don't think it's Michael Faraday.
It's a tough one.
I'm gonna have to go with A because that's kind of the standard that all the
I'm gonna say
sciences.
I'm gonna say B, Anders Celsius.
I'll just say C because I'm going to dive into this at the last minute.
All right.
Oh, dives in at
man.
the last minute and he gets the correct
Well,
answer. Look
shoot,
at that.
we look
Too bad
bad.
you didn't text in.
I know. I could have used that $25 gas card, but
Hey, we're good. We're lucky that gas prices are so cheap. You don't really need one.
right.
Yeah, we don't care anymore. It's amazing. I never
Yeah.
thought I'd see this sort of stuff again.
It's amazing, really.
Yeah, and you'll definitely want to be driving around for those 60-degree temperatures this weekend. It's going to feel very nice.
Definitely.
Almost spring.
Might even be a little bit warmer to our south, right, Andy?
Oh yeah, you bet. It's yeah, they're gonna get pretty toasty down there. See if we can get some warmth up here, but don't get too hopeful. It is still February.
Yeah, it's
Now-
a little early, but
Yeah, now we might have that taste of spring, but I think there might be a chance we see another storm coming for next week. It's
we'll
gonna be,
see. We'll
right.
see.
Yeah.
It's going to be not fun experiencing spring, warm temperatures, and then we get hit by a pattern of snowstorms. We'll have to see what happens with that.
Well, you
We'll
know what
keep
they
an eye.
say. March comes in like a lion, so
Yeah,
it's
and
going to be roaring at us.
yeah, that's for sure. And it's kind of crazy the kind of weather we've been having out to the east. 26 tornadoes.
That's just unprecedented, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, and especially this time of the year. I mean, gosh, they don't normally get those kinds of storms anyway. But I mean, just for this to happen in February anywhere is amazing.
definitely some crazy
Tragedy.
conditions. We're going to wrap it up here. That's it for tonight's show. Please be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. You can find every show online at YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next Tuesday.